Laura, if I may ask you, sort of policies addressing flooding in the UK, how is that being managed, and what else is really needed from a policy protection level at this moment in time, would you say?
Oh, well, thanks for giving me a question that's very friendly, given that I work at Floodry, and Floodry is a policy that's been created to manage flood risk in the UK. So that's the very easy answer. But to give it a bit more context of some of the things that are happening there and some of the other things that are happening in the policy space that we're aware of. And Floodry is a policy creation that exists in the UK to make flood risk affordable and available to homeowners. And it's done a great job. We don't see the challenges of insurance being withdrawn and challenges that brings with house prices that we have seen in other countries like Australia and the US. But Floodry is, by its design and uniquely, designed to end in 2039. And so to continue avoiding these costs beyond that date, in the longer term, as a country, but also probably internationally, we do need to reduce flood risk at the core. And so this challenge is only getting worse with climate change that we've just been talking about, and the fact that the number of properties in the UK floodplain is expected to double in the next 50 years. So not only do we need to set the right policies to reduce flood risk, but it's also really important that these policies are actually adhered to. And that's a really key part of the challenge. There's been a few published reports in the UK looking into this. And one piece of research published by the EA in 2021 showed us that over half of the local or planning authorities that we surveyed rarely or never inspected new developments for compliance with flood risk planning conditions. And there was some additional research that was commissioned by a UK home insurer, LV, in collaboration with an organisation, Localis, which found that 31% of homes in the 5 most flood-prone districts of the UK were approved without a flood assessment. So these are quite scary statistics. And I think those recognising that we need better policy for flood, but also that we need to think about how we make that policy remain adhered to is really important. So there is